All right. So you are all obviously soldiers here, members of the Terran Marines, and you drop out of space. You know you're going to New Terra. That's where you've been sent initially. And the drop itself is fairly jarring. Not something that you've experienced other than in simulations for your training, and they did not do this justice. So, so the first thing everyone will have to do here, just so you get familiar with it, you've got you're going to have basic saving rolls. So it's going to be a physical save, and a physical save is going to be your resilience plus your physical divided by 2. So for everyone it's 6, because you all should have the same stats at this particular point. So you're looking for a 6 or less on a D10, and then so you can roll for all 3 of your characters, and then just let me know. Obviously anybody that fails, just let me know. We can go through that one at a time, no big deal.
Cool. Not cool. Cool.
So, yeah, 1 failure on one of my characters. Roberto, I guess, I don't know,
All good.
unloads his lunch or something.
Right.
Yeah, I've got 1 failure too.
Bernardo, I got him. Okay. Anybody else fail those?
Boo
I
cow.
had 6, 2, and 1, so I think I made them all.
So you're good. Brent, what'd you say?
Boo cow. He failed.
Okay. Okay. All right, Mark.
Sergio failed.
Good old Sergio.
With a name like Sergio, he should fail.
Joe.
No, mine passed.
Okay, so yeah, anybody that fails, you have your lunch kind of comes up, but you can see that the puke is quickly vacuumed out from a tube attached to your helmet on the drop. But it does leave an acidic slime kind of stench in your helmet that makes you queasy on the rest of the drop. Nothing particularly fun, but nevertheless, the dropship does make it through the upper atmosphere, and finally you can see a crimson sky greets you after the flames of the quick descent abate, and the heat of reentry can be felt even through your armor. When the dropship pitches, you get your first view of New Terra, a world of dusky gray vegetation and long swaths of red sand. Dots of civilization are scattered between the sands, but no roads exist, as this world was colonized with flight and hover vehicles in mind. Within 10 minutes, light from the system's blue-violet star, Violaceum, strike across the surface of 3 huge pyramids, around which are prefabricated and 3D printed city sprawls. Along the outskirts of the north of the city is a mass of an army base, and around you, dozens of other dropships are lining up to land on debarkation pads. Once down, Lieutenant Sohi, a Japanese female, leads the platoon outside, and Sergeant Baku screams everyone to move your asses as you guys get out of the dropship. You comply, and the unit moving across the windswept flight line, dodging hover trucks and exhaust plumes, until you settle in behind a relative breakwater of a series of netted crates. Baku orders everyone, stay put, while he and Sohi move off to a larger structure. And you're all able to kind of bunch up there and take in the sights, as it were.
Okay, just to kind of fall in with everybody, kind of keep.
Yeah.
Well, we're all a squad, so I keep to my squad.
You
Right.
hear over the comm, Roberto says, "Oh, gosh, that puke smells so much better than that new suit smell." And I don't know, you as far as teammates go, I don't know if we've actually had much interaction or
You
we're just-
have, because you've trained together to a certain extent.
Okay.
But more like your squads are trained, and then the bigger platoon is trained. So you're more familiar with the guys in your squad. But yeah.
Roberto, always has a humorous something to say about that. So he's not impractical jokes or stuff like that, but he always has humorous sayings.
And you yeah, so you all have a moment to chat out there as you can. Anybody who, Sergio, Roberto, or Bukau, you can actually clear your faceplate, get some air, fresh air to try to just squish out anything else that might have not been vacuumed out, and maybe get a shot from a canteen in your pack. But otherwise, you guys have a moment there. You can see there's a massive amount of activity here, more than you've seen anywhere else. Obviously, your training, it was pretty pitched and fevered because you guys got through it pretty fast once the conscription started on Earth. And that pushed everybody through really, really quickly. But you were trained in several different facilities, and you've never seen this much active hardware moving at any particular time. It does kind of pique your interest that there's so much here. And you've heard through the grapevine, obviously, that there are three, large, divisions that are moving in here. And then, of course, you've got the flotilla up top. So whatever's going on seems to have, spurred on the bee's nest, so to speak. But after probably about 10 minutes, you're interrupted when the commanders come back in. Baku barks everyone to, get up and get ready to move. And you can see a hover sled comes up, and everyone can jump into the back of that. And it moves off away from the base itself and into the city. The city itself here on New Terra is called New Clinton, the city that you're in. And it is a monotone nightmare of round-edged architecture without windows or decorations. The only colors come from tinted awnings that cover some upper balconies and the clothing of the population, most of which seem to be of Indian descent. Civilians watch you pass without much interest, and your vehicle moves closer to one of the looming pyramids before finally halting along a line of half-completed defensive works. "Out!" says Baku, adjusting a huge rail hammer that he has on his back. And once he's your sergeant, and once everyone is out, Baku calls for attention, and Lieutenant Sohi removes her helmet and saying, "This is DW number 7, your new home. You've been drilled on city defense tactics, so you understand what these works are for," she says, gesturing to a ramshackle concrete and plastercrete wall sections. To the south, a huge mobile 3D printer, very much like a crane, is still working on a wall. And where guns or other defensive works should have been, sandbags have been placed there to shore up the line, as if it's obviously not complete and they haven't got all the ordnance in. Dig in as best you can, and Sergeant Baku will run the line to see that you are doing your duties. Otherwise, squat up and get some rest, and don't interact with the locals. At this, she replaces her helmet and moves off. Baku barking for your placement in your 3-man squads along the line. And you can take up defensive positions here as you can.
Okay.
Like defensive positions, like we're ready for a fight right now.
Yeah, they're putting you in basically a fabricated bulwark, which is basically, it kind of runs in a ring, in several rings through the city, and they're kind of placing you in one here.
So we're just a section of the defense then.
Right, yeah. And I mean, obviously there's defenses out there. You can see more of the hover vehicles moving here or there, probably going to other works along the line. But you're able to get your equipment, your guns, everything like that, and store up in one of these gun emplacement spots along the defensive line. And then you're able to do as you want to. If anyone has anything else to do or say, feel free. But you are amongst your squad, so you're not, but the platoon is all along the line. So you do have the ability to move around if you need to.
And there are locals just walking around.
Yeah, you can see that there are buildings, there are local buildings to the on either side of this defensive work. So they don't seem to be paying a huge amount of attention to you, other than the fact that they're obviously annoyed that there's a lot of activity here, but it doesn't seem like they have any idea why. Just that the army's moving in. And remember, these are all, colonists, settlers who have come in here in the last, New Terra was the first of the planets occupied, so they've been here close to 9 years, some of them. So obviously, because of that, they're used to a lot of governmental interaction or movement, just moving stuff in and out of the cities. So they're kind of doing what they're doing, and they don't seem to have any particular interest in you, other than maybe kids who kind of watch what you're doing, and before the parents call them in, or that kind of stuff, like, oh, look at the guys with the men and women with the guns, kind of thing.
Well, they have no idea what's about to happen.
Do you have I got a bad feeling about
Yeah, I got a real bad feeling about that.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody, I think we've got some people in here who are of Indian descent, right? Or come out of India themselves. Remember, this is a completely UN kind of coalition of
I'm
various.
Pakistani. I'm not.
Okay, Pakistan, you're close, but not. Nobody would confuse you with an Indian.
Tripata.
You would not
No.
be confused
Yeah.
with an Indian. Probably.
That's right.
Tripata is
Not to the
he's
Pakistanis. You call him an Indian, you're going to get punched in the throat.
Uh-huh.
no, Tripata is Indian descent.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear some dialects and stuff coming out, which kind of makes this feel a little bit melting pot to you. So obviously they're drawing from a large population within India. When you pop your faceplate, you get a lot of familiar smells of cooking and stuff like that coming in from these different places. So it does feel a little more homey to you. But otherwise, most people are just kind of doing their business, here. But yeah, it does mean a little bit more to you because, you could have relations here, in some standpoint, distantly, or, but yeah, and so you pick up a little dialect here, that might be from the subcontinent, but for the UN forces, you guys are all have gone through intensive language learning, so everyone here basically is speaking English, because that's was what was pushed here on people. But as an Indian, obviously you probably spoke English anyway, but there are a lot of other people from other countries here too. So but that's something to keep in mind as you guys settle in. Anything else?
I kind of look at the other squads, because since we've trained, my squad is trained together, but I haven't trained with the other squads. Kind of look
except
over
for on certain occasions you guys have, but
Right.
yeah, for the most part you're bedded in with your squad.
So I kind of look on over and it's like, ask, do we know why we're here? Has anybody been debriefed on this?
You guys were all given the same kind of briefing, and nobody else is going to be able to give a different reaction to this pretty much, but it was once you completed training that there were garrison duties that were quickly required in some of the initial colonies, and you were to be taken to New Terra, where you were going to garrison one of the cities here. That was really all you guys have been given on it. For the most part, your squads and your platoon have been kept away from other platoons and squads and stuff like that. And you do get a feeling that if there is something bigger going on here, maybe the higher ups know it, but they're trying to keep the base forces from gossiping, which you're all want to do, right? You all want to talk about what's going on. So yeah. But in that sense, no, nobody has really any other answers than that. And who was that asked the question?
That would have been Hawkeye, my character.
Okay, yeah. Egbert. So yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, if there's nothing else, the day kind of wanes away a little bit, but eventually you see a small group of people come into your midst. They have insignias on them indicating that they're members of the 9th TPMD. That's the Terran Planetary Marine Division. They've got also signatures call them as the Crusaders Company, 250th Engineering Corps. So they're not part of your division, but they're in there. And you can see a guy comes forward and he says, hey, how y'all doing? I'm Knox. This bespectacled fella right here, it's Topov. While this bundle of moonshine is Cat. And that brooding fellow over there is San Julian. What brings you all around here? He laughs at that because obviously it's not your job.
Bruno raises his hand. Orders.
Yeah, we heard that one. You can see they go through and start checking over the defensive works, obviously, and they've got some tools and stuff that they're working on, just check perimeters, and they're doing scans and stuff like that. Sorry we couldn't have this all done for you by the time you showed up, fellas, but I'm sure you'll be all right.
See anything weird here?
What do you mean? We're on a new world. Isn't everything weird here?
First time here, I don't know.
Well,
How long do you
get
think it's
this-
going to take to finish everything?
A few weeks, I'd think, is assuming we get the ordinance in. That's the trouble, shipping everything out here. We got all kinds of supply line problems, but that isn't anything new. But at least the printers are working. We just got to keep them functioning and fed. Those babies go 24/7. You wouldn't think this was just a rock 9 years ago, would you?
No.
It's still pretty much a rock.
Have to agree.
They go about doing their business. But if anybody, obviously these are people you don't know, and they've been here a while. So they are somebody that you could ask questions to. You can see Topov is a smaller guy. He's got glasses. You would think he's of Russian descent. There's a larger woman, Kat. You can see she's probably Norwegian. And then the other guy's San Julian, and he is Chilean. So you can see that they're going about their business as the day goes on. You can see the sky itself is completely red, which is odd to you, obviously coming from Earth.
Messing with our rods and cones.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Topov says there are highly charged dust particles in the new Terran atmosphere, and they scatter all blue light, which is why the sky is always red.
Okay.
Nadezhda is gonna say always red, but she's gonna say it in Russian.
He'll reply.
And can I tell it's Russian? He's not like, Ukrainian or Belarusian or.
No, he's Russian, yeah. So
Okay.
And who was that spoke to him?
Nadezhda.
Okay.
So
Simonova.
any-
Yeah, she's a female. I don't know if you knew the name was female or not.
Yeah, I figured she was. You can see he stays close to her, and he chats with you a little bit, about things. Where you're from in Russia, what news of the planet. He's been here 6 months, and they don't get much news of anything else.
So are there some interesting places to go see here?
Just mostly this red sand everywhere, and then any place else where there's vegetation, they're trying to set up various biological stuff to get food processing going, says Knox. other than that, and other than those damn pyramids, he points off to in the distance behind you. Who built those things? We don't know. But so I hear they're on every planet we've colonized.
Oh, really? Ah.
Yeah, they got a no-fly zone around them, and you're not supposed to go anywhere close. They put up all kinds of warnings.
I
What
see.
happens if you do go close?
Yeah, you probably anybody I seen go close spend some time in the lockup.
Oh, but your skin doesn't melt.
No, not that I've seen. They look pretty much like the ones we got back in Egypt, but in a better shape. 3 of them. Ah, dang it. Just like ours.
Yeah. Odd.
All right. You continue settling in. Baku comes around to give you a hard time about stuff that you probably done, less than he would like it done.
Mhm.
But nothing particularly new. And finally you're able to settle in for the night. And each squad will have somebody that will be on watch, whoever
Okay.
that is. We won't have to have it in effect at this point, but we assume everyone's up around the line. Again, you can see a lot of traffic, a lot of movement, and the city kind of turns itself over at night. You hear a lot of people, there's some music going on here, and obviously the smells continue to trickle in as you guys have your standard rations and don't particularly enjoy it, but you do. And finally the night comes on, and as the night deepens and deepens and deepens, those that are on watch note that in the darkness above, rays of light begin to flash, and then you see little bursts like fireworks that can be seen high up in the night sky.
Raggy.
You can see the Chilean San Julian, who was working on something at the time, leans close to Juan Omar and says, looks like the fleet's found something up there.
Ooh, that sounds good. Ah, well, no alerts though, huh?
Not the
Means they
not that
found.
Yeah, just as you say that, you can hear sirens start to go off. They start going, and the population begins coming out of their dwellings and moving towards bombardment bunkers that you saw as you passed through the area. Above, there's a flash, and the space itself turns orange before fading into a halo, streaming energy out like water off of a glass dome. And Topov says, "That's a nuke." And then Baku appears out of the darkness, screaming to everyone to take positions. Get your fucking heads down. There's drones incoming.
Oh, great.
And as if on cue, you can see a flight of Terran drones rip overhead, not 15 feet above. And through the optics of your helmets, as everyone's getting ready, you can see at perhaps 500 yards out in the surrounding city line, there are from the defensive works, there are explosions that began as the drones start falling out of the sky, some whirly-gigging and others just exploding outright. Well, that ain't good, says Knox as he's sitting next to someone. And Baku says, finally starts screaming, no war ever been won by robots, which is why we're here. So that just means you got to kill more of those enemies ourselves. Moments later, a thunderous roar of hover engines reverberates into the defensive works. As you can see, dozens of massive armored hover destroyers of the 73rd Armored Western Front Company come moving past your position. These massive floating behemoths are like naval destroyers that float on land, holding 2 swivel turrets and a bristle of small automatic arms. At 300 yards out from the defensive works, suddenly swarms of silver discs begin to flash in the light of the breaking dawn, and a chatter of fire and the flash of lasers from the destroyers rips out, only to see the giants start to come apart. The discs fire blue-violet energy spears and some kind of multi-faceted explosives. And if those aren't countered in some fashion by the destroyers, the discs just converge and detonate. And within 10 minutes, the field before you is covered in ruined housing and burning armor.
That's really not good.
It's then
That looks very bad.
that your skin pricks, and the air wavers, and suddenly huge balls of energy rise up into the air at high speed from the distance and begin coming down toward your positions. And Baku screams, "Incoming!" They start everyone hit the deck. Jesus.
Take cover.
Yeah, and we'll go through this. Okay. All right, so here we go. You guys ready?
Yes.
Generate
Yep.
that. I don't know. Can you do you see me on the screen right now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you can see me on the screen, you can see this number. This is a 6. Are you ready?
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody in this entire company rolled a 6. We'll see. You can see the impacts start throwing stuff in every direction. Wow, there are only 2 6s, but nobody else rolled one. 8 8 3 7 10 5 5 4 8 10 2 7 4 5 2 10 3 3. Wow. Okay.
So keep rolling
You
6s.
What's that?
So keep rolling 6s.
Right?
Yes.
There's no, I did roll 2 6s, but it happened to hit the 2 people that had 6s were Sergeant Baku and Lieutenant Sohi.
Oh, so
no,
great.
now we're gonna be
Oh,
without leadership.
They're
Lane
on our
wiped
command.
out.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna need a new lieutenant.
And a new sergeant.
Sergeant. Dust fills the air, and you pull yourself from the shattered ruins that remains of the defensive works. And from somewhere in the distance, the Terran howitzers begin to sound. Boom, 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 boom.
Counter
And
battery
explosions-
fire.
Explosions rock the ruins before the defensive works, just as the silver discs start moving across no man's land. Some of them coming apart, but the artillery also causing a massive burst of cloud and debris in the area as well. And then the first of the silver discs begins to hit along the line. Soldiers begin screaming as they are cut into ribbons by these particular things. All right, so we're gonna take we've got different squads, so we'll go Alpha, Bravo. You guys all know what squads you have, right?
Charlie.
Yes.
Okay. Make sure we got them. Charlie, Delta, and Echo. Each of these squads, you can see that a disc comes into your general area, moving incredibly fast, and jets into your area. So we're going to do a group initiative per squad. So we'll give everyone a roll. That's just a D10. And then tell me what you got. So we'll go Alpha squad first.
I have a 4.
Okay. Bravo.
6.
I missed it. Who got it?
6.
6?
Yep.
Charlie?
7.
7. Delta
7.
and Echo.
3.
3. All right. Okay. So these things are coming in at 9, so they're all going to get a shot. You can see they almost shimmer as they move, and they're really difficult to track with an eye until they stop. But when they almost instantly when they stop, they begin peppering fire on the area. So Alpha Squad, this one, you can see it actually comes out with one of its laser spears and fires at, we'll go with number 2 in the squad. We have that. Who's Alpha?
I would probably
Yeah.
just go with how I gave it to you. So that would be Tripata.
Okay. And your defensive threshold for each of it. The Terra Marine should all have the same, but I think it's 3.
3.
Yep.
3.
Right. All right. So it's going to 7. So I need the 4. 0. You can see it fires, rips up the ground next to him, but you are clear. You can see, and then you'll have the opportunity to return fire before it can start moving again. Bravo Company, you can see this one is going to, you can see it shimmers and all these little darts spray out along the area. So everybody, all 3 targets on Bravo team will have an attack against them. And 2 actually hit. So that will be on, I'll do it as 1, 2, and the third one does not get hit. So who's on Bravo?
I
That's
am.
Joe.
Yeah.
So who's taking a hit?
Samuel.
Okay. And he takes 15 points.
That kills him.
He's liquid. Boom! Comes apart and explodes. And holy crap! And the next person,
Jesus Christ.
16
Alejandro.
points. Gets exploded too.
Guess I'm down to 1 character.
That was quick.
That was
Alright,
quick
just
for you,
darts.
Joe.
On the character that survives, you immediately add 3 attribute points, 2 wounds, and at least 1 faded trait, unless you're going to take social as an archetype. If you take anything else, it'll be 1 faded trait. So I'll let you do that before you return fire, as you are now promoted. That character is promoted to a faded.
You see,
The next,
I add how many
Char-
points?
3 attribute points, 2 wounds added, and then 1 faded trait.
All right.
Okay, who's Charlie?
Me.
Okay, Mark. It's going to go laser, and it's going to go against your second character.
Shadab. Come on.
9. Missed. He's able to get behind a building and it rakes it up. And then we have Delta. Who's Delta?
Me.
Steve.
Mhm.
All right. And it's going to laser. Wow. And going after your third person, Steve.
Yeah, that would, 1.
And you've got 3, just misses you. You see your armor take some of it. And you get down smoking. And last but not least is Echo. Is that you, Brent?
Yep.
And that's going to be the missile system. Of course. They come streaking out. A 10, a 7, and a 3. So only one of your person gets it, and it will be number 2.
No. Boo a cow.
But wow, only takes 3.
Nice.
Somehow his armor saves him. Oh, gets knocked backwards. I can't believe you're alive, man. And then we'll go to our team 4s. All right, Topov, Knox, Cat, and San Julian are all still alive. So they're good. All right. And then we'll go to return fire. So the first person to go will be, it's a tie between Charlie and Delta. So we'll take Charlie first.
All right. Can I shoot this thing with my anti-armor rocket launcher?
You can certainly give it a shot. Yeah.
But I shall.
Eat this.
Boom.
It's Shadab and he's quiet, so he doesn't.
Okay. He's not-
That's gonna be a 2.
All right.
Boom.
They have a DT of 3, and you have a
Attack
is
is
it?
6.
7.
remember, so
So-
you're good. That hits.
Boom.
Oh, we have.
It says heavy
Oh, a 6,
X
yeah.
damage. So is that just 3d10 or?
Heavy X is 3d10. Yeah, but it can also hit heavily armored targets and do damage to them.
Okay. So
that
7,
hit?
10, that's 17, and 7 more, 24 points.
Eat
Nice
that.
hit. You vape it. Boom.
Good
It
job.
spins down and explodes. Nice shot. Next person to go, we'll do Delta. Who's Delta?
That'd be me.
All right.
Looks like projectile rifle.
All right. You can do burst with that, full auto, which isn't going to do anything because that's multiple targets, but burst will add +2 to your damage and cost one quarter of your clip if you want to use that.
Yeah, we'll do burst.
All right.
A 1.
You got a 1?
Roll it
I
again.
got a 1.
Roll again. That it could be a crit. 1, 2, or 3. It's a crit.
4.
Just
So-
missed it.
So
But you still
close.
do the damage. So damage on that is
2d10, right?
I think it's 2d10 +2 because you're
Plus
bursting.
2.
Oh, yeah, +2.
So 16, 18.
16, 18 because of the burst. You knock it out.
Yes.
Nice hit. You guys are doing well. Next person to go, we'll go Bravo Company.
Okay. Now, since he's a faded character, does his shooting go up to a 6?
It, it does not. Not until he's built. Yeah.
You
Okay.
mean above a 6? Because right now we all.
Yeah, we're
attack.
all at 6.
Oh, tax 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
He's the only one left. Oh, God.
There to explode in meat explosions right
Yeah.
next.
He rolled
Covered
a
in
2
his
to
friend's
2 to
blood.
hit, so
What are you using?
he's got the advanced
Laser.
projectile rifle.
Okay, so are you bursting it as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's 2d10 plus.
Bravo team's the telephone team. No heavy weapons there.
Nope. What's the plus for the burst?
2.
2.
2.
So it's
Okay.
2d10 +2.
So 7, 13 points.
You can see it hits along it, but most of your rounds do not penetrate, and it still just turns towards you and then
God, oh
jumps
God, oh
off.
God, oh
Next
God, oh
person
God.
to go is Alpha Company or Alpha Squad.
All right. So Lana, of course, jumps up on something and whatever like sandbags and all, just to kind of
Yeah.
get out right in the open, and does the full burst on it. And I guess Trapata would follow also with a burst, but he's gonna stay right where he's at. And Hawkeye will he's gonna look for injured. You know, 'cause people got hit, so he's a medic. So
Oh, okay.
needs to see if anybody's
Anybody's
needs to be made
still
comfortable.
alive that-
Anyone you can
Yeah.
save?
Right,
All right.
exactly.
Waiting to hear
You start-
Corman.
Remember New Terra.
You have, I'll give you let's do the medic, let's do Hawkeye. Throw a d10 for me there. Let's give you a perception test, see if you can
What I see?
find anybody. Yeah,
Okay.
see if you can.
I got an 8.
All right, you start looking through the snow. You find a couple bodies, but nobody you can help at that particular point.
Got it.
but the other two they'll get their fire.
Okay. All right, so first one was a 2. That'd be a lotta.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
2d10
And
plus
then-
2.
That is 13, 15 for damage.
Oh, you can see when your rounds hit, you can see the wavering of some kind of shield along its that it has, and some of the bullets do get through, but they end up pinging off its silver sheen, and it stays up. You were damn close to hurting it. Next person to go.
Be Pada.
Okay.
So,
Bursting as well, but from your
Yes.
position.
but yeah, he's not moving. He's just
No.
exactly. Well, with his backstory, say he likes to have people around him. So if anybody starts moving or he moves, he's not around people. So he has to stay where everybody's at.
Everybody just left him, didn't they? Yeah. Oh God.
I got a 1.
All right, roll again.
I got a 4.
Oh, you guys are just missing the crit.
Yep.
All right, but you do hit. 2d10
Oh, wow.
plus-
That's an 18 total.
Nice. You vape it. It goes down. Obviously it had taken some damage the first time. The second time it just took it out. Nice. All right. Was that Alpha or was that Echo?
That was Alpha.
Alpha.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Echo's the last one to go. All right.
Okay, so
Alpha took care of it.
Nadezhda is gonna line it up with a sniper rifle.
Ooh.
So she
You're
shoots.
you're at point blank with that, so I'm going to give you a -1 on that roll because you're so close with it.
Okay. So does it have any DT?
Yeah, 3.
Then I missed.
Yeah.
And Buakaw, he's the only one in my team that's got the energy rifle.
All right.
Miss. And Dennis hits. And he's got the FT-17.
The auto
9
rifle
and 8, 17 points.
takes it out. That leaves only 1 up currently.
The one on Joe, right?
Right. Poor the only one who has already got his company wiped
Oh
out.
shit. Oh shit.
All right. Let's see who we have here. 1. So Alpha team, you can see another one of the discs slides in incredibly quick, going at 15 against you. But Charlie, Delta, and Echo, you don't see any silver discs come into your zone, but there is a silver disc that's currently you can see it's fighting with the engineers.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also the one that's on Bravo Company on Joe's solo guy. So you can make your decisions how you want to break up there, or if you do want to, or just stay in your position and be safe, up to you. So we'll go Charlie first. What's your call from Charlie Company?
Shadab's gonna reload the anti-armor rocket launcher.
Okay, that's heavy, so it
he's-
takes him around. Yeah.
So I have to leave my area to go attack that thing? Or can
No,
I
you
shoot
don't.
at it from where I'm at?
You can shoot at it from where you're at.
I think I'd rather do that. So
But which one are you going after? The one that came in on Alpha Company, or the one that's on Bravo Company, or the one that's on the engineers?
Adam will shoot at the one that's on Joe. Try
Okay.
and clear it.
Well, it's not your attack yet. I'm just trying to establish what you
Oh,
guys are
okay.
doing. Yeah.
And Sergio will go after the one that's on the engineers.
Okay. And Delta Company. Your actions? What are you looking to do?
Yeah, let's help the lone
Bravo, the final Bravo.
Let's help
guy.
Bravo.
Are you
Look like
gonna
we
Oh,
need some
God.
help.
are you gonna move?
If need be.
Okay,
Otherwise, we'll just fire at range.
all right. And Echo.
Now Jessica is going to reload the sniper rifle. And the other two guys are going to shoot on the one that's on Bravo.
Okay, so everybody's going Bravo. All right. And Alpha, you're on your own, but you've got another one in. So Alpha, this is first. So the only two people that are left in Alpha currently are because the medic moved, right? He's
Yes,
looking for
yes.
wounds, so he's not right with them. So this
right.
one comes in, you can see it launches a bunch of darts into the defensive work where you are. And one hit, a 2 and a 10. So we'll go, this will be on, not them, number 2.
So it'll be Trapata again.
He got hit. Is he the one got the smoking armor right now, or somehow he survived?
No,
the
it's
last-
somebody else. This one missed. This one missed him.
Okay.
So it's somebody else who had the smoking armor.
Yeah, but one has some smoking armor.
All right.
No smoking in your armor.
He takes 15 points. So that's gonna
Okay.
rape him.
Yep.
So he gets splattered everywhere.
Those darts are just pasting us.
Oh my
They are.
gosh. Yeah.
So then we go. So that was the one that came in. But then we go all of them. So there's one on Bravo. And it hasn't taken fire from anybody else yet. So it's just gonna go at it's gonna shoot a laser directly at Joe's remaining character. Who is your remaining character, Joe?
That'd be Koji.
Koji Sato?
Yep.
Codename Dead Meat.
Alright. 3. Hit. And you take 12.
So 1 wound.
1 wound. Because you've got a yeah, what's the DT on you, or what's your wound threshold?
It's
7?
an 8 now because
Yeah,
he
you're
took
good.
dodge.
Yeah. So he takes a wound. And then we've got nobody on Charlie Company, right? Nobody on Delta, nobody on Echo. But there is a, see what we've got going on in engineering. No, well, it's gonna open up with darts, so we'll see.
God, no.
So, you see San Julian gets blown up. The Chilean, he's done. And the other 3, oh no, the Dutch girl got killed too. Blows her up, leaving only Knox and Tepov. And then it is your guys's. So we'll go up again. So Alpha.
Well, it'll be
got
Lada, of
to
course, be going after it, and then I guess as Hawkeye, I would try to get back to my squad.
Well, you
So,
just saw Koji Sato get hit. Ugh.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, then I'll go
He's
to
still
him.
alive, obviously. Oh, this guy's gonna. Yeah.
I'll go to him to assist.
Okay.
Before I can provide medical aid, and then Lada will of course shoot at the one that just vaped Trapata.
Okay. So this is this will be another quarter of your clip. So you're half clip done now.
She doesn't care. That's how she is.
Just keep track. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a 5 I rolled. So
She missed.
okay.
And then you can do medical for, so it's another D10 on medical for your, for Hawkeye when he gets there
Hawkeye?
and tries.
There's still a disc by
Yeah.
by him. I'm
it
actually
just
going to
got
shoot.
him.
I'm going to shoot the disc because
Okay.
you know, I don't want to render medical aid under a firefight.
Right.
So that's probably a bad idea. So I rolled a 3.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
And what kind of
I
weapon do you
didn't say how it was shooting, so I'm going to say it's going to be the single shot. I mean,
Okay,
he is
'cause
the
he's got-
medic, so
He's got an
Yeah.
FT-17. Okay.
yeah, I have all my guys with the same FT-17. I figured all the same for the squad. I
Okay.
didn't decide to have an energy rifle with them. So damage is 2d10. I got a 12 total damage.
You can see, take a shot at it. Wow, pings off of its shielding. Then we'll go Bravo. That's you, Joe.
All right.
You can see the medic appears, but he takes a shot. It just goes off its shielding.
You see Koji just kind of, he takes a deep breath and he's going to push this roll.
Okay. What are you
Nice.
using, Cody?
He's got the FT-17.
Oh,
He's
so,
gonna
okay.
push it with the burst.
With a burst. All right.
Yeah. It's a 2.
All right.
So that's 3d10.
3d10 plus 2.
Come on. 9, 3, 12, and 4, 16, and 2, 18 points.
Dropped it.
As he drops to a knee.
Oh. All right. So that means Charlie Company is currently clear because they were going to help Bravo, right?
One of mine was gonna shoot at the one on the engineers, so
Okay. All
I
right.
thought
Well,
it
then
was
you can,
Sergio was gonna do that.
okay. Take Sergio's shot on the engineering company.
Yeah, he's gonna burst him.
Get some. Get some.
He's noisy and emotional, so yeah.
Yeah, he
They're
really
yelling,
is.
Die, die. And I got a 9, so I totally missed. Ah!
Fires high. Delta Company.
Can we
Uh,
redirect him? Since the one that we were going after is gone.
Yeah, you had moved into a position to try to help Bravo, but they're not there. So you're gonna adjust for next time to try to get to the engineers, maybe.
Yeah.
Echo Company or Echo Squad.
We'll readjust to help Alpha.
Okay, because they've got a new one on them. True enough. All right. So you guys move, get over there. And it'll be back to the top. So this is the one on Alpha, but you guys haven't taken a shot. So Alpha's still there. So this is your one
Only the
remain-
one. Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna use its laser. And gets an 8, misses. And there's one on the engineers, misses. You can see they're trying to get cover, moving in the debris, trying to get over to Echo Company. Move, Top Up, move your ass, Top Up. We gotta get out of here.
Bring up a barrier.
And then it goes to back to Alpha.
Okay, so Lada's gonna shoot at it again at
Okay.
full burst because she still has half a clip left.
Right.
I got a 7, so that's probably a miss.
The miss.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do the heal.
Yep.
Since I'm there.
Okay. Roll your D10. Did I give you a healing on your on the notes?
Yes, it was 5
Yeah.
was the healing.
Alright.
So
Okay.
I got a 3 for the heal.
Okay. So you get a point back, Joe. You get a wound back.
You.
He hits you with the trauma kit. Then we go to Bravo Company. That is you, Joe, but you're getting worked on right now, so there's not really anything you can
It's
do.
just kind of glazed. Just like what the fuck?
What the fuck just happened? Charlie Company. You can engage, you're engaging the one that was on engineers, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shadab's got reloaded, so could he launch another?
He could.
Then he will then. Allah be praised. 5, which will hit. I got a 6 or less, right? Oh no.
They got a 3 DT.
Yeah, so I missed. Never mind.
It flies off into the
Curses.
the ruins and blows up there. Boom.
Oh,
Then
into
one
the
of the pyramids
ruins.
just
Great.
Yeah.
starts falling down.
Who else you got there? Mark?
Adam Harm, he's gonna shoot his energy rifle at. I got a 2 there, that will hit.
It hits 2d10.
And does 8 and 9, 17 points.
Yeah.
All right, you can see it looks to have some kind of the shield comes up, but it penetrates that more easily than anything coming through as bullets and takes it down.
Good job.
Next person to go would be, oh, the only other person that adjusted for Alpha was Echo Company, is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's Echo
Okay.
against the one
So-
on Alpha.
Yeah, Nadeshka gets to take a shot with a sniper rifle. 2.
That hit.
Nice. 9 and 9, 18 points.
Wow.
Done.
Nice.
Snipes it out of there.
That's a
You can
that's
hear
a
there's
heavy
all
weapon,
kind
so
of
he gets another die, don't you?
Oh no, it was 954, so 9 and
Oh.
9. Yeah, that
Okay.
was 3 dice.
All right, so help me out here just as I'm going through this. So who died, I guess, in that one?
Well, from
2
Alpha, it's Trapata.
Joes.
Trapata. Okay, go on.
Yes.
Anybody else?
Bravo lost Samuel and Alejandro.
Alejandro. Okay. But nobody else lost anybody?
Nope.
All right.
No.
Which is
Nice.
bad because that means he's gonna step it up now that.
He's like, well, I didn't kill enough of you, so we're gonna have another round.
Yeah, I know. Another round 2.
All right, so you hear all kinds of chatter, and you can see that there are calls along the line, fall back, and you can see there's all kinds of movement up in no man's land, as if stuff is coming through fast.
Hmm. Okay.
You've got no commanders
back.
here.
All right.
Fall back to where?
Yeah, well, kind of look around.
Where we were, you mean?
Well,
Sean
they're
looks
obviously-
around for a building or something to fall back into.
I would
There
say
are
we're
buildings obviously
probably
behind- there are buildings
as
obviously
falled
behind
back
you
as
that
we
you
can
can fall
be.
back to, away from the bombed out defensive works that you're currently in. So you can definitely fall back further into the city
Okay.
where you are currently. You can see that the remnants of your and other platoons begin falling back. As you do so, you move past some of the bombardment bunkers, and you can see that there are suddenly the sky is filled with what looks like falling stars, and a soldier moving past you says, "Those are escape pods." That ain't good.
Oh, they're escaping the wrong way.
Right, and you can see one
Well, that means it's worse up there, I guess.
right, one jets overhead really close to you. You can feel the heat coming off of it, and explodes into a building further back towards the no-go zone and the pyramid, and explodes there, and you continue to fall back. You hear explosions all over the battlefield. They continue to get closer, and garbled radio chatter and complete chaos is breaking along the line. And as you pull up another position, you can see that there is or you start hearing the screams of civilians, probably from further off in the bunkers you passed, you would assume,
Okay.
unless anyone's wanted to take a look at it.
Head
Have
Oh.
to. Yeah, I'm a medic,
Yes,
so I have to.
Delta's going to head that direction.
Mhm.
All right. You guys get begin moving. Are you going to form up as a platoon and move toward the one of the bunkers you passed moving back toward the no man's land? Is it a full platoon or is it just a few people?
Koji will cover the medic since he helped me.
Well,
I think we probably form up as the squads that are going.
yes.
Yeah, we might as
can
well move as one unit and just go there.
You can see Knox says, "Are you guys crazy? You're going back towards the enemy."
People are in need of help.
Yes. We're here to defend the system.
We're in need of help. We just got our asses kicked, man. All right, you can see.
Lotto will actually look at
Roberto
like, yes, you
speaks up.
are.
I prefer the kicks as opposed to the whips.
Lotto will speak up. It's like, yes, you are in need of help. You're a Marine. Now go fight.
I'm an engineer.
Every
All right.
Marine a rifleman.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. You got a gun, then you're a Marine.
You're a Marine. You're a Marine.
All right.
I was
you
an
start-
accountant 3 weeks ago.
You start moving up, and your point man, we'll say that, I guess, is the medic, because he's trying to get there quicker than anybody else. You get close enough to see where one of the bombardment bunkers is, and you can see there are a number of huge alien creatures there, and a gaggle of silver drones that are moving large hover cylinders, likely for transport. The aliens are ripping humans apart and feeding on them right there, the ones that aren't getting moved into the cylinders.
Well, we ain't gonna be doing it for long because we're gonna be blasted.
So this is what one of these things look like. Titanic aliens nearing 8 feet in height and 400 pounds. There's stuff of nightmares almost every level. They have a single blazing eye, huge claw-like fingers, and are covered in armor and cybernetic systems. They're unlocking jaws open to expose massive teeth, and they feast with a relish of insatiable hunger. As you see this going on, you suddenly one of these things comes around the side of a building that you guys are just moving up on and looks directly at you with one of its blazing eyes. And it will be a nit.
So are we doing one for the whole platoon then? Or still everybody individual?
Let's do everybody just so we can be quick. So somebody roll. Whoever you wanted, your designated caller can roll for you.
Let's let the medic roll.
Okay. So you
Okay.
Woj.
I have 9.
Nice.
Nice.
Good roll.
Roll.
All right. And this thing, does it get any bonus? Does not. All right. So you guys are obviously running on adrenaline, and you pull up to fire on it. So we'll just take it through the teams here. And just go. So Alpha, who we got left in Alpha?
Lotta and Hawkeye. And
Okay.
of course, Hawkeye right away be like, oops, wrong turn. Let's see, what do I have here? I will then I'll probably raise my weapon and again do a shot. He doesn't fire and burst. But kind of backpedal as I do so.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. And Lotto be the same thing. Shit, and run at it.
Run at it.
Yes. And of course, question real quick. Because we have been moving real, she had a chance to reload.
Yeah, she could have reloaded
okay.
a clip on the fallback.
Right.
So anybody
that's-
that asked that question, you could have reloaded. So you can be assumed if you've got clips available, you could have reloaded at that point as per
Okay.
your training.
Okay. So So yeah, so Hawkeye single shot and she's again firing burst.
Okay.
So I'll do Hawkeye first here. I got a 5.
All right. That's a miss.
Miss.
You can see a
Okay.
shield. Wow. That looks stronger than anything you saw in the silver things comes into being. Just sheds that bullet like it's nothing.
Oh geez. And then Lotta has a 2.
And she's got she missed.
Missed with a 6.
Nice.
Oh gosh.
They have more than 4 DT.
It's got more than a 4DT with that shield up.
Definitely
Yeah.
a wrong turn.
It's special.
All right.
That ain't good. We'll go to Bravo. That's just you.
Yep, he'll
So we're
You can
looking for
attack it or you
ones.
fall back. What are you gonna do? You saw them. She ran right at it, just gave it a burr, and it just didn't even come close to getting to it. She looks at it like, "What the hell?"
Yikes. Well, they already took a shot. He'll take a single shot at it. Rolled a 2, so that's probably gonna miss.
Charlie.
Unless we get a gang up bonus.
You'd have to have 3.
We got
Which
3.
that he's
Yeah.
technically the third attack.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll hit. Single shot.
2d10 for 10 points.
Nope. You can see it hits off of his heavy plates and armor on after it makes it through the shield and still does nothing with the single. Charlie Company or Charlie Squad? What do you got? Is that Mark? Mark
Mhm.
Charlie? I don't know. Is he there? Is he got his headset down? I can't hear it.
Probably.
Got a 9 and missed. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shadab is not going to shoot his last anti-armor rocket at it.
He's thinking better of it.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss with that.
Sergio, however, will fire a burst at it. And he got a 4, which misses, I assume.
Both
Yep.
+2.
Yeah, it is. So 4 plus 2 means he's
It'd
got
be
a
a 2.
yeah, I still yeah, he'd need a 3, right? 5 minus 2 or because it's normally 5, but it
No, it's
would be
normally 6.
right, but you need you need a 3. Yeah,
So
and
I
the next
hit.
person would need a 4 or less.
Oh, okay.
Or no, I missed.
Oh,
I
wow.
missed. Okay.
Making it easier, huh?
Right.
More people.
Four
You guys,
people
it
shoot
can't,
at
it can't keep turning toward everybody shooting it.
Okay. Okay.
And
was mine.
that is Charlie, so it's Delta.
Okay. So we got Roberto will fire a burst at it with the
So you need
key.
4.
Missed.
Okay.
And then Juan will also fire a burst at it. That's a 4.
It hits.
18.
You can see it hits along his armor, but cannot get through with those bullets.
All right.
Tough.
And then Shun will fire her DR8. She rolls a 2.
Hits.
13.
You can see it hits and does leave a mark, but doesn't get through. It was much
Wow.
closer than the bullets. And Echo.
All right, sniper shot. Miss with a 10. And laser rifle hits with a 2.
That hits.
5 points.
Okay.
And the burst fire
Pop, 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 pop.
misses.
All right. Yeah, you're at your full bonus at 6 with that.
Ouch.
Because there's so many people attacking it at this point. All right, your platoon gave it everything you had, and then nobody heard it.
It's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
What is that thing? You can see it takes a lurching step forward, and you can see blades come out from its arms. And it's going to stick them right into who charged it? Was that
Lada did. Lada did.
Lada Christofferson? Sticks it right into her, and
A lot of blades.
20 points.
Oh,
Rips her in half and takes the top half and starts chewing on it. Jeez.
This thing needs to die.
it
Yeah.
does.
Dennis
It
screams,
does.
"Get the
It-
fuck out of here!"
What'd you say? Get the fuck out. Yeah, discretion is the better part of valor. Okay, next person to go. That's after it. So you go top of the order, but you can see after all your attacks, you can see 3 silver drones are dispatched from the bunker to move in toward your area too. They all appear, but they will go after your attack, but they are there.
Okay. Looks like we're gonna need some heavier weapons.
Yeah.
There's a reason you're losing this battle.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
The Terrans were not prepared for this bullshit.
I
Right.
I think it's time for a strategic retreat for
You already
sure.
heard Dennis scream. He's
Yep.
out of here.
Well, first person to go is Alpha. So what do you do? Now there's only you left, right? Is it just
Yeah, it's just
Hawkeye?
me. Yep.
so
Just
you get
Hawkeye. Yep.
you get 3 extra attributes that you'll get to add, 2 extra wounds, so now you have 3 wounds, and probably a single fated trait, unless you're social, which is unlikely. You'll probably be academic because you're going to be a medic. But
Yeah.
anyway, so just keep that in mind. You now have 3 wounds. That's the most important thing in this. You can
Okay.
so if you do get hit, you might survive. That's the difference. All right. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's your action, Hawkeye. What are you doing? You just saw your squad mate get ripped in half and start
Mhm.
getting eaten.
Yeah.
You can
I
see
don't want to
her
be.
eyes are still looking surprised as she's getting eaten because her brain isn't dead yet. It was so fast.
Yeah.
She's trying to
I
talk.
I don't want to be a snack. So yeah, I will. I heard somebody like fall back. I will fall
Yeah,
back.
Uh-huh. You start
And not just
backpedaling.
fall back. I'm gonna haul ass.
Get the you're not feeling it for those civilians anymore. You're gonna
I did not take a Hippocratic oath, so I'm gonna
There
fall
you go.
back.
all right. So that's Alpha. Bravo. That's just you, Joe. Soji.
I'd see the medic head
Or
head for the
Koji, yeah.
hills, so I'll start backing my way up.
All right. You guys, what's left of Alpha and Bravo fall back. Charlie.
Adam Harm doesn't run. He's fanatical.
Oh boy.
So you've got no gang up bonus at this point because you're the first person to attack it this round. So
I don't care. I'm shooting at it anyway.
is this with the rocket?
No, this is with the energy rifle.
Okay.
And a 1.
Hey, roll
Do it
again.
again.
A 3.
Got it.
Got it.
That's a crit.
Oh, good job.
Rolling the D10.
A
Big money.
2.
Boo.
What'd you get on the D10, Mark?
2.
2 for okay, so that's plus 2 damage.
Okay. So he takes 4 and 10. So 16 points. Ah!
And that was with the laser, right?
Yeah.
You can see it breaks through. You can see some blackish fluid sputes out, and he
Yeah.
he got him. That was pretty good.
Yeehaw!
Good
Laser
shot.
pierced it. All right. Who's next to yours, Mark?
Shadab is gonna.
That was Adam
Uh,
Harm.
Yeah, that was Adam Harm.
Shadab.
He's fanatical. Shadab. Crap. Do I fall back or do I shoot my last anti-armor missile at one of those stupid discs?
Oh yeah, you might be able to hit a disc.
I'm gonna shoot at one of the discs. Screw
All
it.
right. So you need a 3 or better.
That is a 3.
It's red dead on.
So there's 7 and 1, 8 and 10. So 18 points.
I did it.
Good job.
You knock one aside. Boom.
That's
Nice.
my last anti-armor rocket.
And Sergio Vargas, what's Sergio doing?
Sergio's running back because he's
Get him out of here. He leaves his
screw this.
Screw this, man. I'm out of here.
Alas.
I didn't sign up for
Delta.
this.
I just saw someone get ripped apart and eaten.
What's Delta up to?
Wow.
You got 2 drones, or 2 of the drones, silver drones are still up. And then you got this big thing that's did
All
take
right.
a shot from Adam Harn, did hit it, but
Yeah, I know. As far as our what looks like our evacuation zone, if this big thing follows along, is there like a path it probably will go through?
possibly. I mean,
Okay.
the streets I
Um,
mean, obviously you guys could maneuver through the streets as you could, trying to lose it or something like that. But yeah.
All right. So Roberto's gonna fall back, but he's gonna find a position where it looks like it probably would come through, and he's gonna get out one of the anti-vehicle mines
Nice.
and get ready to set
He
that up.
did.
He shouts out he shouts out kaboom, as everyone knows that's I'm placing a mine.
All right, you go running back, trying to find a position for that. I'll give you 5 or 5 or less on a try to find the spot you want.
Okay. Hey, a 1.
All right,
right.
nice. You find it quickly where you think this guy, this guy's probably going to make it through.
Bring him this way. Bring him this way.
Right, you can set your demo. So actually you have to move, then search. So you have to set a demo next round.
Next round.
But-
Okay.
But you're there. You've got a spot. So who else we got in Delta? That was Roberto, right?
One's going to target one of the drones. There burst fire on it. So I think
Yep.
this is probably his. Well, no, it was. He hasn't. He almost is out of ammo. 3.
That hits.
That hits. All right. So plus
2d10
2 for 2 8, so 16, 18 damage.
Killed it. Nice shot, Roberto. Or that was Juan.
That was
Juan
one.
Omar. Juan Omar, yeah.
On Roberto is placed in the mine, and
placed in the mine.
Shun will take a shot at the big beastie with her energy rifle.
Just trying to follow up on Adam Harn's work.
And more.
She rolled a 1. Let's see if she gets
That
something.
does it. Wow, you guys are
And a 3. All right.
All right.
Big money on
Nice.
this.
We're Marines. We don't run, we kill.
They just roll. So the crit is a chart, right?
Yeah.
Or is
Yep.
it
Yeah.
Okay,
You roll a
it's a
D10 and
4?
a 4 is plus a D10. So you're going to do 3D10.
nice.
All right, come on, something good. 18.
That is a wound. Oh, it tosses the half-eaten corpse of Loda, throws it aside and
Yeah.
screams, blood spewing out of its mouth. It didn't like getting shot with lasers twice, that's for sure. And then it's Echo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you
so,
big son of a bitch.
so can we retreat and fire as we retreat?
Um,
Not if you want to get out of range.
Yeah, I mean, we could just kind
Okay.
of move back, but
Right,
it
But,
still
you
can
know-
get you.
right. You assume he's got some kind of weapon that he could use on you, and then there's still a drone there.
And it's
So,
huge, so it's gonna have
uh,
reach too.
Nadezhda is going to or no, wait.
Simonova. I
no,
like her.
She fired last round, so she can't fire this round.
Because she's got the
Um,
heavy. Yeah, she can
she's-
run and reload while she's running, trying to
So
get.
she's
to
gonna run and reload. Dennis already said that he's gonna run. But
Dennis
Buakow's
is
got the
Tony B. Dennis
Yeah.
Tony B. Where's he from?
Australia,
He's an Australian.
He's an Aussie.
but
Uh,
Buakow's got the laser rifle, so he'll take a shot at the last drone
Okay.
with a 6. No.
That's not going to do it. Okay. So we'll go back to the top. Big guy, he's the drone's actually firing out its spear darts, which anyone that stayed. So that would be
I have 2. Mark has
Buakow,
one.
right? He's one.
Buakow.
Buakow. Yeah, Buakow. And I got him with a 2. And he takes 12.
Does he live?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You got one-
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, wound
12
threshold
12
7.
would don't, yeah, it'd put him down to
Yeah.
0, so he'd still be alive. He
Yeah, I'm
just would
alive.
be-
I
Why
thought
is
it was
that?
one.
Yeah.
7.
I thought one wound and out.
One wound, you're out.
Oh,
You're
Why
not
is it?
faded, so you don't get any extra. See what I'm
Oh, he
saying?
just has to go over the wound threshold, and it is
Over the
out.
wound threshold, he's just like a normal fodder folk.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, then he's done.
All right. So then we go Dennis ran, Nadzada, Egbert, you ran, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Shun,
Shun and Juan are both
they
there.
both stayed. So Shun, 8, Mister. 1. Uh-oh. 2. He's gonna take a 2.
Juan's gonna get pasted.
He takes
Oh, gosh.
4 3 to 10. Zoop. Goes right. It's in armor. Get it out.
Oh, so bye. So
Yeah,
long. Handsome
yeah.
Juan is no more.
Handsome Juan is no more. Yeah, you got boom. And then Adam Harn stayed, right?
Yep, you better believe it. Adam Harm's
And
there.
How about Shaddad Khan?
Yeah, he was there too because he stayed to fire the last of his
anti-tank.
rocket.
All right, so he's gonna
yeah.
get the last. He's gonna get the last of the darts. 2. I hit him. Zoop.
So
And
who
he
got
took-
hit? Shaddad.
Shaddad. He takes 16 points,
That killed him.
and the big guy does some kind of burst forward. You can see he's got jets. He's got jets in his back too. Jets about 10 feet right on top of Adam Harn, and gets a 10. Somehow Adam scrambles out of the way and he just rips up.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't kill me.
In your face.
In your face.
All right, and then it is back to who's left? Alpha.
That's just Hawkeye and
All right.
Alpha.
And you ran.
I did,
So
yep.
you're going to be somewhere back where Roberto is, and he's getting ready to set a claymore. Are you just going to keep
Okay.
moving back?
Well, I think we fall back and form up is what we probably should do. That's probably the
trying to
right
get-
way to do it.
Right.
Get
so
out
you're-
of the way, but try to get everybody else still together.
Okay, so
and
you're going to be
make sure-
somewhere in the vicinity of where Roberto is, where he's setting his mines, because you're trying to fall back beyond that, right?
Yes, yes,
And
Okay.
lead the thing to where the mine is. So
exactly. Yeah.
That's-
And if he
the
lives, if Roberto lives, we're gonna call him Boom Boom.
All right, so Bravo, that is Koji, you ran, right? So you're staying right with the medic who saved you,
I'll
who gave
keep,
you that.
we'll keep moving back, but he's got the radio, so he's gonna try and get on the radio and find a extraction point or
Oh yeah, good idea.
You hear all kinds of chaos going on there, multiple across the line fallback positions.
They're overrunning us.
We're together, the people are screaming. There's all kinds of craziness. And they're just saying, and all you keep hearing is fall back, fall back, fall back. Is until you can go. However, roll the 10 for me, Joe.
a 4.
Okay, you do see off to your flank. This would be further into the city to your right. you can see it's well overrun there. And you can see tons of the silver discs whizzing around all over the place to your right. And they're probably going to flank and get behind you
They're
if
gonna
they have
encircle us.
a lot more time.
Can I call in
Um,
a airstrike since I see that?
Well, you know the mortars are pounding away. You don't, and
Okay.
they're starting to quiet down, which means maybe these things have gotten to them already.
And
The position, however, here that you're in, so they're flanking, so that you've got the bunker, which let's say is in front of you, right? And then they're moving to flank you on your right. And then the howitzers and stuff would be in the rear of you. They might already got back there, you don't know, but they're starting to quiet down for whatever reason. But to your left, falling back as well to your left would be the pyramid.
Oh, that's where I'm going.
that's,
It's like,
Pyramid!
so I'll shout out to the pyramid, to the pyramid.
The pyramid.
Just try and keep me out.
All right.
Sergio's right there with you, buddy.
Okay, so okay, so that was Bravo. So Charlie is who we got left in Charlie. That's Mark, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Is that Sergio?
I got Sergio and Adam Harm. So
So Sergio's running with the Aussie, but
Yeah,
Adam Harm's
Sergio's-
right in front of this big monster. Yeah, screaming in your face.
he's gonna eat another energy discharge. Adam Harm doesn't run. I got a 2.
And that does not do it. You need a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I got no backup.
No, there's nobody helping you right now. It's a good shot, but just not good
Come
enough.
on, come on.
Come on. You're holding him there though. Next person to go is Delta.
All right, so yeah, Roberto's gonna put the mine in
Okay,
place.
roll D10. That's
Uh,
gonna be that would be off of demolitions. We'll give you a 6 on that, 6 or better.
Okay, so he got a 4, so I guess that's successful.
That is. You can see other people are obviously Koji called in he calls your attention to obviously all the discs. The other 2 guys are running, but you set that and is that your only person left? Or
No, I've got Shun still around.
June, yeah, she's still up there, right? With the and there's
So
one disc.
Roberto says, ready. As soon as he puts it, he's moving off. I guess the rest of the team is going to, or the Rams head towards the pyramids. So Shun will
I bet I'm faster than you, Austin.
yeah, she's gonna retreat back past the mine. She's
Okay,
gonna
so
just fire
she-
she's just gonna fire like a wild shot at it. I'm not,
All right.
just to direct its attention.
Right. You're just
You know?
you're just doing distracting fire, covering fire as you're moving back. All right, she
He
starts
yells,
running
"Move
back.
Back to the pyramids!
Adam
Yells over the
scream-
Adam Harm doesn't run.
He's the only one standing up there. You should have a statue.
If
to
I
him
kill
after
that thing, I'm gonna walk back to that pyramid. Not run. Walk.
So that's Delta. Echo. Who we got left in Echo?
Yeah, we're both running to the pyramid. Aussie's out front.
Okay, so that's the Aussie. But Dennis. That's
Yeah,
the Aussie.
Dennis
Ned
and
Ned said,
Nadiezda.
the Simonova. All right. And then we've got so we go back to the top. You can see the silver disc. It makes a massive burst because they're unbelievably fast. And all of a sudden it's up into your company and fires again. Everybody that's running just peppers the street with exploding darts.
No.
So Nadezhda
Nadiezhda.
Simonova, it hits her.
No.
And it does 9, which is enough.
Yep.
She gets toasted. Hits her
As
in the
does the-
back.
As does the sniper rifle.
That means Dennis, you get 2 wounds, 3
Dennis
attributes.
is the one who
and a faded
survives.
trait. Dennis, don't even.
Okay.
The medic. Uh-oh, you got hit with a 1. No crit though. And you take 10 points, which is 1 wound, but you now have
1
3.
wound.
So
Okay.
that's for Hawkeye. 1 hits you in the side, slings you into a building, but you're able to get up, keep staggering forward. Shun, you're there. As is Roberto. So Shun misses her with a 6. Roberto misses him with a 6. Koji, 3. You take 14, which is 1 away from 2 wounds. You take 1 wound. Sergio, 8, misses him. And Adam Harn, the big guy,
10.
you can see swings at you again.
10.
9.
Yes.
You're that backpedaling. All right. And back to everyone else. So you've got one of these things in your midst.
Okay.
Adam's still holding the line with this big creature way back now. Doc, well, I'll give everyone a roll that's left that's running. So that's Dennis, Hawkeye, Shun, Roberto, Koji, and Sergio all get rolls on a D10.
And Dennis too.
As a observation roll.
Dennis too,
Okay.
right? He's running.
I said Dennis was first.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Sergio sees nothing
1.
with a 9. He's too busy running.
Okay.
Dennis got a
Dennis,
Koji
1.
got
Got a 2.
So 2 for Hawkeye, 2
Yep.
for 1 for Dennis. Shun,
Yeah. No. Roll Nate.
okay. Roberto,
Same with Roberto. Roll Nate.
8. Koji,
9.
and Sergio. Mark? you
I
one
got
for-
a 9. I
Okay,
told you
so the only-
I
so
saw
only
nothing.
Hawkeye
I
and
was too
Dennis.
busy running.
Okay, you get there. The company is on the run, but you two happen to be. You see along the side on a side street, one of the crossing streets. You can see one of the buildings there is hit and almost completely demolished, and you see somebody is in there trying to struggle out of the building, and you can see bits and pieces of what's an escape pod.
Oh, so
It
they
must have
dropped
been
from
the-
one of the ships.
Must have been the one that went over your head earlier.
Mhm.
Impacted there. So that's Dennis and Hawkeye. Dennis,
Ugh.
he just
Well,
keeps running
medic,
towards the
looks like
pyramid.
him and Sergio, they're racing for the pyramid.
Dennis like, screw that.
Dennis and Hawkeye give each other a wink.
Hawkeye will go, I bet.
I have to go. Yes. I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. If anything, well, if he's alive, that's good. But because I would like to have maybe additional firepower. If he dies, escape pods have survival equipment, so maybe get some survival equipment.
Assuming it's not
So-
completely trashed, yeah. All right, so
Assuming.
you turn to the side street and start moving that way.
Yes.
And everyone else, I guess, keeps on the run. It'll still be 3 rounds before you get there, but you're on a pretty dead sprint. Actually, it'd be 2 rounds for everyone except for Shun, who's the furthest back because she stayed an extra round because she was up on the guy.
Adam Harm's the furthest back.
Well, yeah, Harm is by far. He ain't running, so yeah.
We already wrote him off.
All right, so that was everyone there. So the only other person is Harm, right? He's the only person that's attacking.
Yeah, he's the only one
At this
there.
point. Yeah, so it's his shot.
All right. Come on, Adam. Give me another one. A 2.
Oh, guys, so close. If anybody had stayed with him, he would have. Back to them.
know
This
what?
thing.
Shun would like to fire at that disc following us.
I was gonna say we
Because
don't
it'll
get a
kill
shot
us
at
if-
this.
Well, you're either running or you're
She's
firing
gonna
at
shoot
it.
at it. She's gonna stop and shoot.
Who's going to do it? Shun?
Shoot.
Shun. Yeah. Okay.
Energy rifle?
We'll say she stops and takes a shot. Yeah. Go for
Okay.
it.
Come on. Ah, no. 9, miss.
It turns toward her. So she takes her shot. Who else is back? I don't know. We'll roll it randomly and see what it goes to. It's darting. The darts are going to go out all along the main line that you're taking out there. So the only person that's not getting hit with darts is going to be Hawkeye, because he's off in a side alley. I
Okay.
can't see him there. So Dennis, the darts come in again. 8 missed you. Shun, 1. No crit, 5. And she only takes 6, so she survived it.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. Roberto, 9, misses him. He's able to get behind a car, some kind of hover vehicle, and hits that instead, and then you keep going. Koji, 2, hits you and
Damn.
does 12. Another wound on Koji.
Puts me at
Your
-1.
back is burned up. And the last one, Sergio, that's a 1. Oh, and poor Sergio. And another 1. Uh-oh.
Oh,
10, instant kill.
Oh shit, he's dead.
He
Boom, there was
splatters
Sergio.
all over Dennis. Oh god.
all on the back of Dennis.
Sergio was in front of you.
Jeez. But that means Adam
Adam
Harm
Harm is up.
gets
Yeah.
extra wounds.
He's invincible.
Oh, Jesus.
That means I get 3 points, right?
You get
3
3
wins,
attributes,
2 attributes,
a faded trait,
and a faded
and you
trait.
actually have faded points. Everyone gets a 10 faded points. So you actually have 10 faded points.
You know what I'm gonna do?
No, I
Yeah, I know what
He's
you
gonna
wanna
use
do.
his faded points to
You're
get it.
gonna
Make
do it
sure
all.
Damn right, I'm
That's
gonna
what
make
he's
sure I hit.
All right, so
I get how many traits do I get? Or I
It's
get
combat,
one
so
fa-
probably
you
one
get one
faded
faded
trait.
trait,
attribute
unless you're
points.
social, then you get 2. But I assume you're probably not social, but I don't know.
no. I'm
You're
combat.
probably
Definitely.
combat, yeah. Okay, so no, it's the big guys. He gets to go, and then everybody gets to go, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So he takes a swing again. He screams at Adam Harn and hits you with a 3. This should have been the death of Adam Harn, but he just fates are now swinging on his side, evidently. He does 10 points. That's one
Hang
wound.
on, I gotta recalculate my win threshold here.
Most
'Cause
likely
that's,
still 1.
Still going to be 1 wound, I would think, but yeah. Slashed.
It stayed the same. So yeah, 1 wound.
It was only 10 points. Adam Harn's like, that wasn't so bad.
I can take that.
He's not as tough as I thought he was.
You go down, you freak.
All right, Adam, take your shot.
Well, I'll just roll
Because you can always modify it
it. At
afterwards.
10, I'm gonna modify that.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
go
I'm
for a
gonna
hit. So-
spend 7 fate points in order to make
Alright.
sure it hits.
That is a hit then. You guys understand the faded points, right? Steve and
Oh,
Will.
and I'm taking dang it, what's that called?
Weapon mastery.
Yeah, the one that gives me
+1 to damage and +1 to hit.
yeah.
Yeah, weapon mastery.
Weapon mastery. So the faded points, everyone has 10 of them. If you want to use them, you can use them for anything you want to modify the game. And then you roll a d10 and subtract that from how many points you have. So everyone's got 10. So it means every character that's faded can at least do one thing, right? Because the max you could roll is a 10, but it still subtracts those 10. So Mark basically spent 7 of his 10 because he rolled a 7 on his d10.
Yeah.
Got it.
And that means that he made this roll hit. But then
So I
next
got-
time he would have to roll 3 or
Three
less.
or
to
less.
3 or
Yes.
less.
So he's kind of
Okay.
I got an 8 on my first damage roll and a 9 on my second. 18 points on that son of a bitch.
with a laser.
Yeah.
Damn it, that got him.
Yay!
You hole him.
And that was my last round out of that E clip too.
And he falls over.
Sling my rifle and start hauling that back to where everyone else is.
Hauling
Where'd
ass.
everybody go?
Because I'm
Not
I'm
that
at
walking
the
around,
rock.
Nobody's there.
All right.
hey guys, hey guys.
guys. All right. You are you're moving back, but you can see there's one person in the street still fighting that disc. That would be Shun. So it's Shun's attack, right? Because she's stopped.
She's gonna shoot again.
All right.
2.
I
So it
say-
hit, right? Yeah.
Yep. And she does 2d10. But
So
she's got a laser too, right?
got laser. So 16.
That killed it.
Ah,
Knock it out of the sky just as Karn's hightailing it towards you. Shun, wait for me.
Hey, I killed the son of a bitch.
oh, good job. Woohoo.
New platoon
Doc,
leader.
you get to the destroyed building, and you can see that there is a woman there, obviously human, and you can see she's taken she's been jostled around obviously by the impact. You can see she has flotilla attire on, probably some kind of Comtech or something like that, that's gotten into one of these things. She looks dazed, coming out of the smoke.
Well, I'll rush and see if there's any injuries, administer first aid if necessary, and
Make your roll.
see if she's in shock.
Right.
A 1.
Nice. You can see most of her stuff is superficial, but she has taken a pretty good shot to the head. So she's probably concussed. And you can see she's talking about our weapons didn't work. Our weapons didn't work is basically all she can say. Kind of mumble around as you pull her out of the wreckage.
Yeah, so I will be pulling her out. It's like, yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Yeah,
Ours don't work either.
And you can see running up next to you from another side street, you can see Nox and Tepov, Tepov goes up and kind of helps you move her, and then Nox has his rifle out and he's kind of covering behind just in case anything else comes out. And then you guys can be beginning to move into the street. All right, Dennis, you're covered in the gore of Sergio, and you are you get to basically the end of a street, buildings around you, and then you can see there's probably about 5 feet, and then there's big plexiglass barriers. They're about 12 feet tall, and they've got like no-go zone, that are out. And then you can see the pyramid is beyond that, probably 100 yards away or something. But you can see those things are up.
Is there any break in them, like a door or anything like that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I got. So
Right, you got a gun.
I got grenades.
yeah, I'll shoot it then.
All right.
6. I'm assuming it doesn't have a DT.
It does not, because it's just a flat panel, but you have to do
Okay.
enough damage to hit it, so to destroy it, because it
You
has
get
2
8
wounds.
points.
How many?
8 points.
You can see it shatters, but it doesn't come down. It splinters. And anybody
Come
else there
on!
with you? Roberto. You come
Fuji ought to be
shoot.
coming up too.
Oh, but you get up there, Roberto.
All right. I don't suppose the engineering kit has some handy thing for cutting plexiglass quickly.
It's a possibility it does.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we I'll give you 6 or less. Let's see if there's something in there that could be used to.
6.
Okay, there's some kind of like a
Porch or something.
yeah, but it's not. Yeah, let's say it's some kind of blow. Like
Oh,
an
okay.
alien, right?
You know, plasma torch or something like that. All
Right,
right. Pulls it out there and just
Starts hitting that. All right. And
Thanks,
then
mate.
comes Koji. He comes up. You can see he was slow because he's hurt. He's taking wounds to his back. Coming out of the other side, one of the side corridors, you can also see Hawkeye, Nox, Topov, and somebody else that they're carrying. But otherwise the street's clear, and then Shun and Adam, they're coming running up the street as well. You end up cutting your way through it and can start moving through. And as you guys are moving through, you can see that there is another one of these things that Adam Harmon killed. You can see it's moving up.
Oh God,
It comes into the street. You can see as it does, it's got his claws out, but then you can see from behind that there were like towers on it. You can see one of them comes up and then falls over its shoulder.
Oh God.
Starts charging up on your position. However, you can see it is right at the mine.
ooh.
Do you want to detonate that? You guys are trying to get through. Everyone's pushing their way through. And you hit it. So you hit it. And you need to roll. Well, how much do those mines do?
Heavy X, I think.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
says
heavy X.
Heavy X, so 3d10.
We got here 9, 7, 16 plus 6, so 22.
22. You can see it blows up, definitely doing damage to him, and it blasts him sideways. And just as it does so, he launches, but instead of hitting your position, it goes high because he gets hit.
Oh, okay.
He goes flying up over the barricade and right into the pyramid. And you can see before it hits the pyramid, it hits something. And when it does, the entire world shifts. And an entire almost a maze of odd holographic symbols go off all around the pyramid, and then there is a massive discharge of energy that goes out from the pyramid. As it does so, you can see anybody that was on the other side of the barrier. However, you can see with their ruins or these holographic things that are all on the ground on the inside. And you get a rush of energy, but nothing hits you. But you can see everything outside the barrier just gets vaporized. And unfortunately, for Shun, she was the last one through.
Okay.
She's just on the other side of the barrier. And unless you want Robert to go, I'll give you a choice because you made it with 2 people. So it's Robert or Shun. Which one do you want? Or you can roll randomly for it.
Looks like Roberto doesn't make it.
So Roberto doesn't make. He was on.
Yeah,
the
he
other
was.
side.
He was getting everyone through. Come on, come on.
And then he turned around and he does the boom.
That was the biggest mine he ever laid off.
Right.
You nuked the planet, Roberto.
You see Roberto get vaporized. It's most of the city gets and then everything goes dark. And when you wake, you can see there's a hover vehicle that's moving over you in the smoke. It's basically like a Huey. And you guys are all laying there. You do note, however, that everyone that is within the barrier that's kind of laying there unconscious or half conscious now has symbols that are on their body, all in different places. Let's see who's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5. That would be 1. So Dennis, yours actually comes up over your jaw right here and is in your neck and down goes down your neck. Everybody else is somewhere else on their body.
Is it kind of like,
But yours
like
is-
a glowing or something? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like a glowing tattoo of
Okay.
symbolage, and then it stops probably like right here.
okay.
But and that is where we'll end it for today. Almost perfect
2 minutes
timing.
early.
2 minutes to spare, baby. You guys, but everyone, obviously, Shun, you will get the 3 ability points, attribute points, 2 wounds, faded trait, and then you have to actually build the character
Okay.
with actual skills and stuff like that. You get the skills that you have given to you from the Terra Marines, but you can build the character otherwise standard, just add those as extras for next week. And then everybody also gets a level. So now you get 25 experience basically in your first level. So you also get 1d10 to your skills and another faded trait in any category. You can see that in the book under going up a level, but you're now first level.
All right.
And sorry, it was 1d10 to skills or attributes?
1d10 to all skills,
Skills.
and then 1 faded trait in any category is first level.
Gotcha.
So everybody gets that. And remember, when you're rolling those for the 1d10 to all skills, primary skills are a minimum of 5. Secondary skills, you can get 1, 2, 3. You can get anything on the d10. But just so you know, the primaries are always 5 or above. If you happen to roll lower than 5, you get a 5. It defaults to 5.
Okay.
But yeah, and then you'll have the PDFs to go. And if you have any questions on making the character or anything, feel free to just send me an email. And if you get the character done and you want to like scan it or take a picture of it and send it to me just to make sure it's good,
Okay.
feel free to do that too. And I'll take a look at it during the week before next week. But you guys survived the funnel. You made it through. I'm sorry for Roberto. That was pretty heroic, Roberto. I gotta
I
give it.
Yeah.
still can't
That was
believe
awesome.
Adam Harm made it.
I was just
can't-
thinking
yeah.
of his line after that. I didn't see that coming.
So did
He turns
anybody
around to
survive
his
with
friends
2? Or did
Yeah.
everybody just have the 1?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think anyone. I think I was the last.
Yeah, you were the only
last
you're the last
holdout,
person to have
as it
2.
were.
Yeah.
Right. And
I was
I
fine
got a
until
little- I got a
Sergio
little otter
exploded
even
next to
here.
you.
And the only other person that was outside was Knox. So Tepov made it through.
That
He helped
sucks.
the
I like
girl
Knox.
through, but Knox was still covering outside with Roberto, and he dies. So he's vaporized too. But Topov made it in. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah, thanks. Look forward to next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.